Now, Protista. Protista cannot be classified as animal, plant, or fungus. They are eukaryotic, however, which means they do have a nucleus, and they are more of a complex organism. Most are going to be unicellular, however. They can be autotrophic or heterotrophic. For example, we have slime mold, protozoa, primitive algae. So if you look at all of these are, so here's your slime mold right there, your protozoa right there, and then algae. There's also another one around here called Giardia. It's more single cellular like this one. It doesn't group up, but it's found in the water. And if you drink the river water and you pick up one of those Protista, one of the Giardia, it's going to make you sick for a little while. Malaria also falls into this category. Malaria gets contracted through mosquitoes, and it is a protozoa that lives in your body the rest of your life. So that is another way we classify. The next one, fungi. Fungi is multicellular. It can be single cellular as well. These are all heterotrophs, which means they do not have the ability to make their own food. For example, yeast. Just like with making bread, if you've ever made bread, you have to add yeast to it. Yeast will create its own carbon dioxide, and that's what makes it grow. You have to feed it with some sugar, a little bit of sugar in there, or honey, and that feeds the yeast so that it will start to produce carbon dioxide and make the bread rise. Funguses, of course they're funguses. Mushrooms, whether it's ones you're buying at the store that you can eat or ones that are growing in your lawn, I always call toadstools, which are poisonous. Don't eat them. And if any of you have ever had ringworm or had animals that have had ringworm, that is a fungus as well. That is a fungal infection. This one is going to be single cellular, and it actually eats the skin off your body. Not going to kill you. It just looks bad. Athlete's foot. That's another fungal infection. So if you've ever got athlete's foot, that they have a cream you can put on them. It just clears it right up. Generally, these like warm, moist conditions so that they are able to feed more. So funguses. This is another way that we classify organisms. Plantae. A lot of these are plants. Multicellular, eukaryotic. Most live on land. Some do live in the water. These are autotrophs, which means they are producers. They make their own food. And they generally are going to provide food for heterotrophs. This is going to be the base of the food pyramid for every one of these. So with plants, very wide species. You can see lots of different ones. This is where humans get most of their food from. With rare exceptions, most of you are going to survive mostly off of plants. You'd like to think you're carnivorous, but anytime you eat bread, anytime you eat cereal, pasta, anything that's a grain, that's coming from a plant. Anytime your mom tells you to eat your vegetables, obviously those are plants. So this is going to be where most of the food for heterotrophs originates from. And then animalia. Multicellular, eukaryotic. They live everywhere. They are heterotrophs. They're able to consume they're going to be just eating anything that they can find, just like you are. You get picky with stuff, but humans are part of the kingdom Animalia. We have to eat other organisms to survive. So, now, can you identify the basic characteristics of organisms, those 6 classifications, and identify how an organism's characteristics classify them into kingdoms? That's the goal for this. If you can do that, you should be doing just fine on this unit. So, we'll catch you on the next unit, and hopefully I'll get that one up by next week. Thanks.